Ghost in the Shell. Excuse me, 2017's Ghost in the Shell. A movie that I've wanted to see for so long that I picked up 2 copies. Now, how do I know that this movie is an absolute banger? Well, I totally do not. All I know is that a lot of people are angry because of the whitewashing character portrayed by Scarlett Johansson. Now, this is a constant and current theme that's going around Hollywood, especially since we are getting more diversity in these films, that if the movie is based on an Asian character, it should be played by an Asian person. That if the film's story is about a Hispanic person, that it should be played also by a Hispanic person. It does make sense to me, and I also understand the argument about hiring the best actor for the job, but that's for a whole nother video. I'm not going to get into it. So once again, 2017's Ghost in the Shell, a film that when it did come out, it was promoted very, very heavily from what I remember. And I only saw the 1995 anime just a few years ago here on the channel, so I'll leave that down in the description below if you guys want to check that out after. And I thought that this film right here that only has a runtime of 83 minutes is fantastic. So I wanted to dive deep and explore what they could do possibly with a live action version of this anime or manga. Because if done right, I believe you can create some live action gold. One of those examples being Alita Battle Angel, something that went from a manga to a live action recently, and I thought it was fantastic. It was one of my favorite films of the year. So other than seeing the original source material of the anime, I know nothing else about this film. Hopefully they do follow the lore. Maybe even a scene by scene would be pretty cool because, like in the original anime, there is some fantastic sequences that happen in this movie. How is that going to translate to live action? I don't know. I'm here for it. So enough talking, let's get to watching. But before we do, if you guys want to show love and support the channel, make sure to always hit that big thumbs up and consider subscribing today, where I do more movie reactions like this, music reactions, and live streams 3 times a week here on the channel. Also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube and want to watch the full uncensored and unedited reaction, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below. All right, Flix Talkers, so without further ado, my first time watching 2017's Ghost in the Shell. In the future, the line between human and machine is disappearing. Advancements in technology allow humans to enhance themselves with cybernetic parts. Honka Robotics, funded by the government, is developing a military operative that will blur the line even further. By transplanting a human brain into the fully synthetic body, they will combine the strongest attributes of human and robot. Wow. I know they kind of dove a bit into that visually with the anime, but they didn't lay it out for us in text. That was almost like instant with the hair too. Very cool intro to the title card.
It's okay, just breathe.
I'm drowning. There's water.
You were on a boat, a refugee boat. It was sunk by terrorists. Mira, your body was damaged. We couldn't save it. Only your brain survived. We made you a new body, a synthetic shell. Your ghost, it's still in there. She's a miracle. A machine can't lead, it can only follow orders.
She will join Section 9 as soon as she is operational.
You're reducing a complex human to a machine.
She's a weapon. And the future of my company.
Oh, they're gonna weaponize her. See, I forget all the specific details a little bit of the anime. If initially she was brought back like a RoboCop setting, you know, with her mind. Oh, wow. This is our Blade Runner world, huh? I really always believed that the future would be like this, with holograms everywhere, and I mean, I don't know how far in the future, but
I'm on site.
I embrace change and enhancement. Now there's nothing I can't do. Nothing I can't know. Nothing I can't be. It's my 4-year-old daughter. The time it took her to sing that lullaby, she learned to speak fluent French.
I read an article, guys. This is so crazy. I read an article that some believe that the future of Bluetooth will be just an implant into our head or in our ear canal, I guess.
西アレン大統領のために会場は予約されている。オズモンドがハンガーの主催者のようだ。
Got it. 43rd floor.
Dr. Osmond, what is it you want from us?
73% of this world is woken up to the age of cyber enhancement.
There's no one who really understands the risk to individuality, identity, messing with the human soul.
Gentlemen, excuse me, I think you have the wrong...
Hallway, 6 men, shots fired. Too long. I'm going in.
待て!
And now, Hanko Robotics serves it with milkiest. This is what I'm talking about.
Initiate attack.
Oh, dang. Ooh, she came in busting guns. That was cool.
Collaborate with Hanko Robotics and be destroyed.
This guy really looks like her partner from the anime.
It's just a robot.
Wow, so that was a really cool first scene, first action sequence that we got. That was in the anime as well, from what I remember. Oh, little kitty.
You've been taking your medication?
Yeah, these ones are still cycling. I had 2 this morning.
Sound or image?
Both.
Have you made any unencrypted downloads?
No, just delete them for me.
Consent?
My name is Major Marakillian, and I give my consent to delete this data.
It's done.
Creepy. That whole part about her giving consent about deleting these foggy memories or whatever it was, virus or... Kind of scary, man. I don't know. Someone controlling that.
She was a Hanka companion bot, but she was reprogrammed for cerebral hacking. They ripped her up.
Then I have to do a deep dive.
They could have left traps in her. Make passes, viruses. It's too dangerous and highly irresponsible.
This is wild.
Cybermind connection to the Major.
She's in the companion geisha bot.
Are you okay?
That was freaky. That guy hacked that bot.
They run black market Mac. You tooled up?
Yep. Target's the basement. I'll lead.
Now, I don't remember in the anime, did she have more of a team? Because I just remember the blonde-haired guy with the tiny glasses.
There's a lot of heat in here for a nightclub.
It's the Yakuza Club. What did you expect?
I love that talking without talking, man.
You say your friend worked here?
I said my friend had work done here. Otto, can you hear me?
Who did the stunning work on you? It's divine.
So sweaty.
Listen. No signals going in or out.
Oh, they blocked the signal in her head.
I wasn't built to dance.
But I'll tap dance on your motherfucking grave. How about that? Come the big guns.
Back on comms. I'm heading to the back room.
I love how she's armed with the blade and the gun like that, holding them like that. Or like, I can't even hold it, right? That's cool. Uh-oh. Glitching out again.
Collaborate with Henkel Robotics and be destroyed.
Wow. What damage did she take from that one, I wonder? Her whole inside's got to be ripped out.
He waited to see me.
Oh, dang.
You know, the scan also turned up a number of glitches.
They've been getting worse since the deep dive.
Do any of the glitches mean something to you?
No.
She got pretty damaged.
You chose those?
They're tactical.
What? Implants is in the original? I thought it was just, I mean, original anime. I thought it was just glasses. Or maybe not.
I don't want to scare them.
That trips me out right now. That posed the question, if you could, would you? That's kind of cool. Looks weird as hell, but...
Major is the future of my company. If you compromise her systems again, I will burn this section.
了解しました。カッター社長。私は犯科ではなく総理の指示に従うまでです。
Cutter, I believe I remember that character from the anime as well. What was above their head? It said something. I couldn't even read it out. Everybody's a walking billboard, it seems like.
Can you take that off so I can see your face? What does that feel like? Different. What are you?
She's very fascinated with that human connection that she used to have. Or human feelings and, you know, whatnot. Uh-oh.
Look at me. Tell me what they took from me.
Men never told us.
I gotta say, this world building so far, like, everything looks fantastic.
Major, this way.
She found what Kuze stole from Osmond, of everyone who worked on a project called 2571. Find you, Lei. Now.
He's looking for his creators, huh? Or people that altered his, what he is now, I guess.
She's amazing. But when she processes that thing, it is painful, right? I mean, it's the same price, you know? At least if you can't play that proper, it sounds...
That is so insane, man. Ah, I remember that scene for sure. I do remember. I remember that in the anime. It looked wild. Once again, almost like in The Matrix when the agents would download into somebody else's body.
2571! Tell me everything! Are you prepared to die for 257?
I remember that invisible cloak as well. Oh man, this is almost looking like a shot-for-shot scene right here, from what I remember, because this is an iconic one right here. Yep. I remember this scene very vividly.
wrong guy.
Where'd you get the weapons?
I don't know.
Who loaded them?
I don't know anything about weapons. I was picking up my daughter. She takes violin lessons.
What's her name? Is this her?
Yeah. Is she a little angel?
This is your daughter.
Right. Do you have kids?
You don't have a wife. You live alone. It's just you.
What? No.
Welcome to your apartment. There's nobody there.
I'm not lying! Please! I didn't do anything!
Oh, that is sweet. She didn't even have to be in there with them.
The hack must have created a vacuum. Kuze's wiped his memory and somehow installed a new reality.
Oh my god, that's sick.
Dreams, memories. It's all the same.
There's the guy. There's the guy.
I am shy. I am not beautiful. Like you, I am not done.
The machine is tracing his location. We got a fix.
We got him.
Whoa. It's so crazy. In the anime, I remember this guy having glasses, but maybe they weren't. I don't know. What were those guys doing in there, man?
I know why we couldn't find him. He's using human minds to create a network of his own.
We're coming to your position.
Give me a stroke right now, man. All that strobes. That was cool, though. That was a cool looking scene. Got her again.
Tell me who you are.
I am that which you seek to destroy. In this life, my name is Kuze.
What are you doing to me?
I have connected you to a network of my own creation. When I am finished in this world, my ghost can survive there and regenerate. I became fascinated with you, reading your code while you were inside that geisha. Like nothing I had felt before, and yet so familiar. We are the same.
We are not the same. You kill innocent people.
Innocent, is that what you call them? What have they told you? That you were the first cerebral salvage? You were born lessons took from my failure. I was lying on a table, listening to doctors talk about how my mind had not meshed with the shell that they had built. How Project 2571 had failed. To you. What a beauty you are. They have improved us so much since they made me.
You're a murderer.
They tried to kill me first. It is self-defense. Defense of self. More will die until they tell me what they took. You want to kill me? Like everyone else. Do it then. Do what you were programmed to do.
Oh, that's what she keeps saying.
I can't remember, but I am haunted by it. Don't take the medication that they give you. They use it to suppress your memories.
Wow.
It belongs to them, but not your ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Your ghost is yours.
Get away from her! Get down on the ground now! Danger!
Oh, he just woke her ass up. Dang.
How many were there before me?
The intricacies of shelling your mind, it had never been done before. It was inevitable there would be failures.
How many?
Dozens.
Wow.
98 unsuccessful attempts before you.
98.
No, I didn't kill anyone. You wouldn't exist if it weren't for those experiments.
Experiments?
Yeah. So if they're not dead, they're just running around out there. 98 of them.
Where did I come from?
Mr. Cutter brought them to us. I didn't ask questions.
The harbor, my parents, the way they died. Did that happen?
No. We gave you false memories. Cutter wanted to motivate you to fight terrorists.
Nothing I have is real. I found him.
He had a violent, unstable mind. His cerebral connections wouldn't hold. I tried to save him.
No, you left him to die.
So now we get the real deal in that one scene right there. I believe this scene is lifted also from the anime. Fragments are definitely coming back. It's been a couple of years, like I said, but fragments. So I'm not really remembering scene by scene what they took or what they didn't take or what, you know, they've added in there, but it'll be good to rewatch the anime afterwards. So she knows now. I don't think she's going to be taking her medication.
Why is she sedated?
She's been turned by a terrorist. You should have called the first time she came to see you. Instead, you gave her information.
What makes you think you have the right to tell me what to do and
2571
what?
took us close. You download all the data on the terrorist, and then I order you to terminate.
What?
You'll build one that's better.
She's mine.
No. She's a contract.
She's more than human and more than AI. We changed her entire identity, but her ghost survived.
Her ghost is what failed us. She's no longer a viable asset. You should be the one to do it.
It's an interesting argument on both sides for sure. Like, I can totally understand why he has his reasonings, and so does she.
You're deleting everything, aren't you?
No.
Make it so I don't remember you. My name is Major Merrick Killian, and I do not consent to the deletion of this data. I do not consent.
Oh, she's switching it out?
You're killing me.
What is this one gonna do?
You hear me?
Yeah, he's like, nope.
This is your past, your real past. Take it.
Oh man, are we gonna see the mech? I remember she fights like a huge, or someone in a mech or something.
That's the problem with the human heart.
Damn. I gotta say, even if I didn't see the anime before this, they're doing a good explanation of kind of laying everything out for someone that hasn't seen something like this.
I'll
take that under advisement.
I love those futuristic conference calls, man. You gonna give him the old Western pistol?
Oh, the pump. Oh, you surprised me. Oh, she likes you. That's Motoko's room. My daughter died a year ago. We fought. They told me she took her own life. I never believed them. She was happy. She'd write her manifestos about how technology was destroying the world. Oh, then one day, the police came. I see her in so many young women, as if she's still here.
Is Scarlett part of this woman's life or something? Her daughter?
You remind me of her.
No!
The way you look at me.
Except you're a white woman now. What the hell?
Who are you? I don't know. Will you come again to visit me?
I will.
Okay, now I can see why people are upset. Why did they put this scene in here? I don't remember this from the anime.
And there were others, runaways like me, considered disposable. Kuze was one of them. That's why he's coming. For Hanka. Dr. Ule can. Put me on the grid. I need Kuze to find me.
I mean, it makes sense. They would use runaways for experiments like this. We're gonna take out the team now. Mind comms. I like that. Damn, old man. He's a gunslinger. Gangster. Don't send a rabbit to kill a fox. Yeah, they're coming for all you guys now. The bike looks so badass in this version. That's the daughter. Fragments of her past. Of her real past. Of that girl's past. So I guess it doesn't matter what they come back, you know, as or look like appearance-wise, really. I mean, it's just a shell. It literally is a shell. Because in the future, you still have all ethnicities. I mean, I've literally seen every single ethnicity I can think of in this movie so far.
I remember what they did to us. Cutter and his men. We used to sleep right here. We were like a family. All of us runaways. We had nothing except each other. Your name was Hideo.
Otoko.
They whitewashed all the characters then.
I'll take control from here.
Weapons system, manual command. Spider tank now active.
Here we go. Oh, that's right. It was a tank. Because I could be wrong, but I believe mechs you have to be part of to kind of controlling them. I don't know if that's true or not, but I believe in the original there was actually someone in the tank. I could be wrong though. Oh, dang. Oh.
Target acquired.
Yo, I gotta say, this looks kind of like way better in live action. It was very cool though in the anime as well, this scene. It's a very dark scene though, the way they shot it. I think this is how it happened in the anime.
I'm not ready to leave. I belong here.
I will always be there with you. And your ghost.
He's waiting for you. Do it!
Well, it's just a shell anyways.
I thought that it might be you.
Tell him this is justice. It's what I was built for. My name is Major, and I give my consent. to come here anymore.
I know.
My mind is human. My body is manufactured. I'm the first of my kind, but that won't be the last. We cling to memories as if they define us, but what we do defines us. My ghost survived to remind the next of us that humanity is our virtue. I know who I am and what I'm here to do.
Okay, and that was 2017's Ghost in the Shell. All right, guys, and once again, that was Ghost in the Shell from 2017. Now, this is I don't know if I would call it a remake, reboot. It was definitely a retelling. Once again, I have to watch the original 1995 version, the anime that it's based off of. And I know that that one actually had sequels, and this one kind of left off on a sequel note, which I wouldn't be mad if they actually did create a Ghost in the Shell sequel from, you know, the Scarlett Johansson live action version, because I did get sucked into this world once again. The world building was great on this. It did translate pretty well. Since I've seen stills and video clips from Blade Runner 2049, that's coming up next. Trust me, guys, that is coming up next. But it's kind of in the similar vein, world building wise, of what they can do with technology nowadays, at least in the 21st century. So I had no gripes with that in that department. It looked pretty razzle dazzle. Fantastic with what they can do with CGI nowadays. Now, a lot of the close-ups, obviously, everything in this movie is, you know, cybernetic robot humans that we're dealing with. So of course, it's going to be a little jarring, a little more noticeable when faces are coming off or partial faces are coming off. And I think in 2017, they did their best. Now, all that being said, for some reason, it didn't give me that oomph factor that I was really, really looking for. Now, one thing that would have given me that oomph factor, so to speak, had some freaking synthwave music in this, man. I mean, this was really lacking in the music department. I was really waiting for, yeah, there's some epic score coming in, but, you know, get some beats going along the way to kind of add to that. At least I thought, based on our intro title scene, we were going to get that. You know, something along in the Tron Legacy vein. We didn't get any of that, and that kind of drives my score down a little bit ultimately. Now, going back to that retelling I just mentioned, I don't know 100% because I had not seen the Ghost in the Shell anime from 1995 once again in a couple of years. So I'll have to rewatch what was scene for scene comparison and what were kind of added in there along the way or afterwards. But I cannot for the life of me remember if they had talked about her being an actual runaway and the mother. And I think that's probably where people got upset, because a lot of these runaways were obviously Japanese characters because of the names that were given. I believe it was Hideo, and then they transport it to a white character's body. I mean, that's where I think a lot of people are getting upset about. Me personally, I'm always on the fence of, you know, if it's the right actor for the job, just give them the role. And then of course, diversity, inclusive, always, especially when it's characters that's origins are people of color. Now, jumping to the casting that we got, I was fine with it. Everyone did their, you know, due diligence when it comes to the acting in that department, so I had no problems with it. I think Scarlett Johansson really can play these like stoic, like Lucy characters, this Ghost in the Shell characters of Major. Once again, she does a very good job of these stoic, just stone-faced characters where it's a lack or a void of emotion, and that's kind of what these characters are. I mean, they're AI, they're Ghost in the Shell, you know, and the ghost meaning is pretty much a soul. I mean, this soul that's trapped in the shell, which they're trying to eliminate, but it's still in there. They kind of let you know at the end of the movie that's always going to be in there, right? At least remnants of it, pieces of it. I mean, she's getting, you know, fragments of these glitches that are happening throughout, which was very, very cool. Once again, I don't remember if that's even in the anime, so I think we got a little more deep dive into her character or just things along the way with other characters, and I thought that was more fascinating than anything. Now, when we got introduced to these action sequences where, once again, sometimes it's hard going from an anime or a manga to a live action. Because I mean, you have things like people running up walls, doing backflips, and things that are easily achieved in animation, but not in live action. And I thought that they did a good job with this one. Now, obviously, some of the scenes, people getting thrown, they're getting flipped around with cables and wires. It's definitely noticeable, but it didn't 100% suck me out of this film. But the scenes themselves, the shootouts and whatnot, they were just like, okay. I mean, it wasn't like I was watching anything that was gonna blow me away. My jaw was not dropped too much in any of these moments. And I don't know if that goes back to because I've seen these scenes already in animation form, but once again, the factor just wasn't there for me. And I don't want to make this review too long, guys, so I think I'm going to give 2017's Ghost in the Shell a solid 3 out of 5. All right, Flickstalkers, what do you rank 2017's Ghost in the Shell? You guys let me know in the comments below out of 5. If you guys did appreciate my reaction and thoughts along the way, please let me know by hitting that big thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys aren't already, as I do more reactions like this, music reactions, and live streams 3 times a week here on the channel. Also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I do condense it down. I chop it up, I censor out and cut out a lot of parts, so if you guys want to check out the full uncensored reaction, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below. All right, Flickstalkers, till next one, I'm gone. Peace.